Detroit Lions are at a crossroads, again. The NFC North has gone nuclear with the Green Bay Packers landing Micah Parsons, a game-changing edge rusher who can single-handedly tilt games and tilt the entire division hierarchy. For Lions fans, the stakes couldn't be higher. Are we poised to build on last season's playoff breakthrough, or will we be left watching our rivals pull away like we've seen too many times before? Remember the years after Barry Sanders left and Calvin Johnson hung up the cleats? The kind of heartbreak that drills into your soul, the kind of weight that grinds you down. Detroit's front office can't afford to wait this time. If Brad Holmes lets this moment slip, the question won't be about next season, it'll be about whether we can ever truly contend in a division that's quickly becoming the toughest in football. The pressure's mounting. The Bears, Vikings, and, most dangerously now, the Packers are making bold moves that shift the balance of power right here in the NFC North. Green Bay's Parsons acquisition didn't just raise the bar, it reset expectations. For Detroit, that means more than just standing pat and hoping Aiden Hutchinson can carry the pass rush alone. Hutch has elite potential, no doubt, but the Lions' edge group still feels like a work in progress. Can Dan Campbell and defensive coordinator Ben Johnson keep the D-line formidable enough to close games against elite offenses? The answer might depend on adding a disruptive, young, proven force opposite Hutchinson. Enter Trayvon Walker. This is Lions News Fan Report, home of all things Honolulu blue and silver, where every snap carries the echoes of Ford Field roars and the grit that built this city. If you bleed Lions blue and want the absolute truth on moves that move the needle, hit that subscribe button. It's time to bring the noise back to Detroit. Now, about that noise, rumors swirl that the Lions are eyeing Jacksonville's Trayvon Walker, the 6'5", 272-pound terror picked first overall in 2022. Remember that pick? Jacksonville saw not just a player, but a colossal upside project built for dominance at the edge. From the jump, Walker flashed the traits the Lions desperately need: length to extend the edge, versatility to shift across the front line, explosion against the run, and a pass rush that only improved as his years went on. His rookie season? Solid, 3.5 sacks, nearly 50 tackles, plus that rare forced fumble and interception for a defensive lineman. But that was just the prologue. Walker's trajectory has been undeniable. Year 2. 10 sacks, 19 quarterback hits, and 10 tackles, 4. Loss. Year 3, he pushed it further. 10.5 sacks, 61 tackles, and 15 QB hits. 3 straight years of upward momentum, all before hitting his peak years physically. Jacksonville clearly values him, activating his 5th-year option to keep him under contract through 2026, with a manageable cap hit projected at $14.75 million next year. But here's the kicker. Sources from Sports Illustrated suggest the Eagles might be sniffing around Walker, and that means the NFC isn't out of the bidding. The Lions have a shot to disrupt that chase, and for Detroit, the payoff would be huge. We're talking about creating a pass rush with Aiden Hutchinson on one side and Trayvon Walker on the other, the kind of duo that can terrorize opposing QBs and change the equation in the NFC North that just grew more ruthless overnight. Contract-wise, Detroit can swallow Walker's 2025 cap charge of $11.9 million with room to maneuver before having to commit long-term. The option on 2026 is already in place, giving the front office time to evaluate or negotiate an extension while building around a rising star. The trade price? Expected to be steep but realistic, for a first-rounder and a couple of mid-round picks. Detroit would get Walker and a 2026 6th-round pick. Considering Montez Sweat went for a second-rounder last year and Brian Burns demanded a Day 2 pick plus a mega extension, Walker's youth and production make him a very enticing package. The Lions would be paying a premium, sure, but this isn't just about today. It's about building a defense that can stand toe-to-toe with Parsons and co., not just this year, but years down the road. Let's be clear. The edge isn't just a position. It's a statement on Detroit's defensive identity. Walker fits Dan Campbell and Ben Johnson's aggressive, disruptive style perfectly. His ability to align in multiple spots and pop at the right moments brings unpredictability and pressure, the ingredients for a defense that can win in the trenches and stop the high-flying offenses the division has become known for. Fantasy? No, this is a blueprint for the Lions to be contenders, not pretenders. Depth chart impact. Walker stepping in opposite, Hutchinson shakes things up, pushing others to compete and elevating the defense instantly. Some veteran pass rushers or rotational. Guys might slide down the pecking order, but that's part of the growth when you bring elite talent into the fold. Hutchinson's bounce back from last year's leg surgery remains key, but with Walker, Detroit softens the blow if health or production wavers. This is insurance, and insurance that could pay dividends in the division race. Put it all together. The Packers swinging big, the Bears and Vikings bolstering their fronts, and Detroit needs a move that screams ambition, not hesitation. The Lions can't afford to nurse fantasies on potential upgrades next year or wait out this parade of moves. They need to strike while the iron's hot, and the NFC North is reshaping itself. Now imagine Ford Field on a crisp autumn Sunday, the roar swelling as two ferocious pass rushers break through the line. That's the kind of roar we need, not the groan of missed chances or wait until next year whispers. It's been too long since Detroit saw an edge rush duo this dangerous. Walker plus Hutchinson. That's a fight nobody in the division wants to take on. So here's the question for every honest Lions fan. Are you ready for the front office to make the bold move? Betting first-round capital on Walker is gutsy, no doubt. But if we're rebuilding a defense that can finally match the funky youth and swagger of Kenny Pickett or counter Aaron Rodgers' imminent pickups in Green Bay, this is the play. The blueprint for a defense that hounds quarterbacks and shuts down divisional foes. Will Brad Holmes pull the trigger, or will Detroit sit back, watch the Packers' crown get heavier, and face another offseason of second-guessing? The clock's ticking. Lions fans, this is more than a trade rumor. It's a crossroads for Detroit's identity in the NFC North. What do you think? Can Trayvon Walker be the spark that pushes Detroit's defense and this organization back to respectability and playoff relevance year after year? Or is this just another big name on the block, a shiny object that fades without the right team behind it? Drop your take below and let's hear your voice against the grinding pressure of a division renewed. Because in Detroit, hope isn't just a feeling, it's a commitment, and that commitment has to be fierce. One Pride is more than a hashtag, it's a mandate that Brad Holmes, Dan Campbell, and the whole Lions ecosystem better be ready to honor. If they pull this off, the NFC North won't know what hit them. If not, well, you know how those seasons feel. So tighten your chin straps, Detroit. The edge rush battle just got real. And this city deserves no less than everything on the line. Lions fans, it's time to roar louder and stand shoulder to shoulder, because if the front office pulls this off, Ford Field will shake with the fury of Honolulu blue and silver. This isn't just a move. It's Detroit's declaration of intent. Our city's grit, our pride, our legacy on the line. So buckle up, because this season is about to get real. Are you ready to see us rewrite the script? It's time to bring the noise, take the division, and prove that in Detroit we finish what we start, no matter the odds.